Man, I'm getting right to it. I was laying in bed. I was supposed to go to sleep right now, and I can't. So since I can't, I'm just gonna make this video. I was scrolling, and I was inspired by this video I just watched, where now I want to talk about. I want to talk about how in today, so many of us have got caught up in this new age of living that people. Sorry, hang on. I don't know if it's cutting my sound out. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. That because we created this whole YOLO and you only live once mindset, it's kind of gone overboard. Now, like, what am I getting at with this? I'm getting at the fact that a lot of us and a lot of men, women, boys, girls, there is no hold on, I got all my seasonings just out right here. Is the phone slipping? I don't know. Okay. We got a lot of boys, men, women, and things like that. Things like that. Because we got they, thems, and its and whatnot. That just truly do not understand that they are living so and entirely too much in the current moment. I think YOLO literally has become a lifestyle that people live every day, and I think it's something that's growing more and more. I think a lot of people still understand the importance of your future and understanding that there's more, because I get it. This is you're watching that motivational video, Trader Joe's hot wings, some of the most fire things in the world. I love these shits. We're living in a world. I'm sorry. Like, I'm kind of all over the place, but people have told y'all people have been told and have learned to subscribe into this idea that, like, tomorrow's not promised. You gotta live for now. Blah blah blah. Absolutely true. This is absolutely true. Life is not guaranteed, and you do have to live in the moment in a way. But I mean, I don't want to say, like, I don't know. Yes, tomorrow is not promised, but there's a very good chance you're going to make it to tomorrow. There just is. Unless you're living in some poverty-stricken area where your life is always on the line and you're a gangbanger and you could get shot, or you work in the military, or you're a firefighter, or all these. Like, if you do a dangerous job or live a dangerous life, that's one thing. Now, most of us, that's why it's important to realize that there's averages in life. And then, on average, a lot of human beings live till 60. You know what I'm saying? Or 70 or something like that. And with that being said, so many people are not thinking about their futures and they're just living for now. What motivated me to say this right now is, honestly, I was watching a video of a OF creator, and it had me thinking, because she was trying to do all this explaining why she does OF. I just want to say, if you do OF, stop explaining yourself. People who don't like what you do don't like what you do, and people who like what you do like what you do. And if you're always worried about these people who don't like what you do, it just shows your own insecurities about what you do. Proud OF females do not care what the next person is saying about them, because they're proud to do what they do. They make their money the way they want to do it. They are proud thoughts. Be a proud thought, or just stop being a thought. It makes no sense to me. Like, it makes no sense to me that thoughts always try to explain themselves like you're a thought, and that's okay for your life. Live it how you want to live it. Judgment is not for me to pass on to the next, because I'm living my life and I try not to be dealing with thoughts. That's just me. And I don't bash thoughts for doing what they do, because thoughts are important. Without thoughts, a lot of men's mental health will be even worse. Okay, So thoughts have their place. They've always had their place. They've always been around, and they're never going to go. I don't have anything to be stressing about that. I'm getting too far off topic. Sorry about that. It was just for me to go into seeing that OF person. I saw that she was in a relationship, and I truly want to use this as a video, as a chance to give some open perspective to any woman who does do OnlyFans. And like I said, because so many of y'all who do it, you're thinking about right now. You're not thinking about your future at all when you're doing something like OF. Every girl that gets into OnlyFans doesn't think, oh, I'm going to do this to blah, 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 branch it into something else. Because step one, OnlyFans girls always confuse me, or even strippers or anything like this always have confused me, because they'll be doing it for so long but making such quick money while also kind of like still being in the same lifestyle, being in the same cities, being in the same this and that. It's showing like, how are you not progressing with such fast money? How are you not progressing with such easy passive income? Because you're just getting caught up in the fact that you're able to get a fluffy thing around your string and you put bedazzles in your this, and you keep buying things off of Shein and Temu and off Amazon for cheap. But even though it's cheap, it's a small purchase that keeps building up. Like, I thought, like, to me, I feel like so many women have the ability and power to use OnlyFans like how some men use the drug game. Get in it real quick, make your bag up, stack it to put it into something else, and then leave. But you just want to keep doing the easy thing with the quick money. You don't want to dedicate your mind to something that you can make stable, and then you can literally somewhat eventually make the way you're living disappear for yourself a little bit. Like, so many women today do not understand that their digital footprint does not go away. They don't understand. So many women don't understand right now that I've seen their OnlyFans for free on Twitter, not even searching their name up, just because my freaky ass Twitter I scrolled, and just one time I just boom, and right there I was able to see a girl in my own hometown, or in my state, who, like, I just seen her on Instagram, and I was like, oh, okay, she do OF. Okay, cool. Just scrolling, just seeing people, whatever, however it goes. The small world we living in. And just like that, I literally got to see her for free. Which isn't right, because, you're not supposed to be leaking people's stuff and whatnot, which is wrong. To people who do that, you're foul. But that's what people do. Like, so many of you OnlyFans people do not understand that there's people who are leaking your stuff just for $5. They're literally buying your account and then, like, flipping it. Like, there's people who resell OnlyFans shit. Like, if your shit is $10, they'll buy it for $10 because they only have to get on there for one. They only have to make the subscription payment one time, and then they can pretty much go through your whole catalog, screenshot, screen record all of this, repost, and then say, I got the files for it. Who want this? And they flip it. There's people flip. There's money to be made in so many ways. That's another thing to take from this. But they flip OnlyFans stuff. Like, most, and it's so bad. Like, some of y'all don't understand that some dudes, figure out your OnlyFans, see that you're busting a little bit on there, and they just go on Reddit, and it's there. Or they go on Twitter, and it's there. And I'm so serious. Maybe they don't get everything, but they get enough to know what they would have seen and get a good preview. And I say all of this to also go right into the fact that so many women right now, and men, who are engaged in this OnlyFans thing, y'all are, like, in hell, respectfully. I'm not saying this to judge, but, like, y'all are in hell because y'all don't understand the flames and the lust and the passion for it that you're just indulging in right now. You truly don't. In my heart of heart, I'm saying this because I literally want to use this as not a rare time, but as a time to look out for women a little bit, to tell y'all all this OnlyFans stripping, 304, and especially if you have a digital footprint. If you leave no digital footprint, you have a chance of maybe living out the rest of your life differently. But if there's a digital footprint of you, you're going to make it extremely hard for yourself in the future. I see it going multiple ways for a lot of women, especially if you've been doing it for years and years and years and building up your footprint. I see it going like this. One, You and your man, it's all fun and dandy now. It's fun because the money's coming in and it's all good and and I don't care what who cares who sees my girl. I'm the one hitting that at night. We're the ones together. Y'all just looking. It's cool right now for him to say that, ain't it? One day he's going to become 30. One day he's going to become 40. This is also taken into account if your relationship even lasts this long. That's the craziest part. That's what I'm saying. You guys are not looking into the future. Who's to say that this man, before the OnlyFans might corrupt his mind, who's to say the relationship just won't be corrupt itself to where now you guys have stayed together a certain amount of time, you break up, and now you're literally just an OnlyFans woman in your state, and nobody has that attachment to you. And that's why the girls will be OnlyFans strippers and all this, and they be so stuck on their ex because it was the dude a lot of times who was with them before they got into that. So he sees past that, and he saw what even led to you coming to that, even if he was part of the reason why you did it or told you to do it or whatever. You see what I'm saying? Stay with me now, ladies. I'm not, again, this is not to be rude. I'm not attacking y'all. This is for any woman who's just about to think about doing it. I'm trying to give you just a perspective just to think about. Okay? So boom. This is not even the relationship being corrupt. Like I said, who's to say it lasts? So if it doesn't even last, then you have to deal with that. You break up and now you're known as a stripper, OnlyFans girl. No one looks at you no more as whatever your name is. Even if you use your government name on OnlyFans, let's say you go by Snow Bunny 337, you are no longer your government name. You are now Snow Bunny 337, and every dude that sees you, for the most part, just wants to tap that Snow Bunny 337. They just want to see what that sexual experience is like with a Snow Bunny 337. You get what I'm saying? Now, let's revert back what I was saying. The man that you're with, it's all cool and dandy now. He likes that you get money. You know, you guys are saying we get money. You know, you guys are buying the little foreign cars, making payments on it, or you cash out on it, and you're just splurging, living in the moment. Blah, 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 like I said. He becomes 30. He becomes 40. Around 30 to 40, there's this time where like he's meeting... If unless you're with a bum, you're going to be with a man who's going to be progressing in life. He's progressing in life. He's meeting new people. He's meeting other older men. He's meeting other men who are doing things that every woman who even does this OnlyFans and stripper thing, for the most part, they eventually still want to end up in a life where they have kids and they're married and they're all booed up with their man. To have good things like that, married men need to be around married men. A married man seeing another married man and how his wife probably doesn't go out. Well, that's a terrible example, but she's super modest. She doesn't show off her body. Nobody knows anything about her background. Like, nobody knows this, but she only has like 3 bodies. I'm not saying this is a big thing. The bodies, don't get caught up in that. Do not get caught up in that. But this is all the image, everything that's going into it. She's good credit. She did this. She went to school. She just literally got a nice, clean image. And no digital footprint of putting her butt out there. She doesn't even have beach pictures showing off her body. She doesn't do that. She low key and she a good wife and takes care of the kids and this and that. This man seemed like now like, and then he's with these married men, and these married men will be talking about like a woman like you in the craziest way, and they might not even these married men might not even know that he's married to a woman like this. He's gonna sit there and think like, dang, this is what people think. And then it gets to a point, I'm telling you, in a man's psyche, he's gonna sit there sometimes at dinner time where he's gonna finally be able to bring you out, take you, this is my wife, You guys are just having dinners and it's all good regularly, but then all it takes is for one person to find your OnlyFans, and then all these married women get in a circle. They're like, why is your friend's wife OnlyFans model? Like, why do you guys want to go over there so much? Why are you guys always trying to go over to his house? Why are you guys always trying to hang out with them? Is she going to be there? You're causing problems in marriages now. You're causing friction. You're causing trust issues. Is it valid? No, because your wife, you as the OnlyFans lady, is probably loyal and you not trying to get with these other married men. But this is what you're going to do to your man. And this is going to be a thing that he has to deal with. It's going to cause all kinds of, what's the word? It's going to cause all kinds of animosity friction or like things like that between you two. It is. He's gonna get older and start realizing like his image matters to him, about how he wants to be seen around his successful businessmen and other men who are married and other good relationships with their kids and family and what they're working on. It's going to cause friction. It's going to. It absolutely is going to. Or you'll be in another situation where, because you keep earning so much on OnlyFans and you keep grinding, you keep getting an abundance. Eventually, if your man isn't keeping up, if he's not at least close to the same level you or making more money than you, you're going to start resenting him. You're going to start seeing like his other, you guys are going to get married or whatever, and start seeing like his other friends who be getting it and taking care of their woman and go-getters and this and that. And if you ain't got all that dominant energy in your body, which most women don't, y'all full of estrogen, y'all want to be submissive at the end of the day. About 95% of the time, you ain't going, there's going to be so much down the road that you not preparing your mind for, you're not thinking about right now, because it's just the money right now. And it's unfortunate because the thing is, money comes and goes, and struggling is part of everybody's life, and we all doing it. And I'm not saying that people, I understand why people want more. They want to live comfortably. They don't want to feel like they're always struggling. I understand. As someone who's struggled plenty of times, as someone who's struggling right now, I get it. I absolutely get it. But it comes a time where you have to, there's been so many things I know I can do right now that can end my struggle, a lot of my struggles and this and that. But do I want to live with that for the rest of my life? I don't. It's the choice I want to make with that. And I think that more women really need to sit there and think about it first. And that's why it's so destructive that like you can do OnlyFans as soon as you turn 18. And you just have to show them your license and prove that you're 18 and you can do that. Hang on, hold on. Okay. I'm gonna flip these right now. Hold on. I got these wangays. The wangays. You know what I'm saying? I got the wangays. The wangays. As I was saying, because it's so destructive that y'all can do this at 18. Your mind not fully developed. These girls ain't got to think about, these girls ain't thinking about this in depth. They not thinking about what I'm saying right now. This video, I'm just hoping it'll save a lot of young women and even older ones. Because the thing is, I just don't, living with regret is one of the worst things you can do. And you shouldn't put yourself in position to easily regret your life when you can know better, or at least try to see a different perspective first. Because I'm telling you, down the road, if you gonna do this, it is going to be rough for you. Down the road. And because it's so new, we're not seeing a lot of the repercussions yet. But I'm telling you, the marriage thing and all that is one thing I said. But I'm telling y'all right now, a lot of y'all, especially because so many of you women who do it because you guys are moms, struggling single moms. These are some of the biggest culprits of all of the sex work, you know, struggling single moms. When it comes to just OnlyFans, because it's so easy. You know, before a lot of single moms and whatnot, they were like, I'm not becoming no stripper, I'm not becoming no 304 because I don't want to fuck niggas, and I'm not becoming no porn star because I have to fuck niggas. Like, girls in their head now, this OnlyFans thing just seems like it's so like, they literally look at it as if they're not the same as a porn star. You are. Just because you don't get fucked on camera, you are using your body for money. There's no way around that. There's no, you're in a sexual manner too, you know? Because I don't want nobody to try to get all, oh wait, so what's the difference between bodybuilders and no, you're using it in a sexual manner, okay? You are using it to, you're using the lust of men or women or anything like that to attract money off of sexual desires and fantasies, okay? And one of the toughest things that's so wild about like that I think, like I said, this is all coming off of people, I feel like, not looking too far into the future, is that y'all don't understand that kids committing or unaliving themselves, is like the proper way to say it on the internet without getting all like flagged and whatnot, is going to rise in general, just because of so many things and how crazy this world is. But it's going to rise because I promise you right now, there is not going to be me being raised by a single mom and all that. I would get very emotional and angry if someone, when I got older, and someone could even just say like, man, shut the fuck up, your mama a bitch. We fighting. You feel me? We fighting. And now some of y'all women do not understand. There's going to be a little boy that finds out you do OnlyFans. He's going to go on there. He's going to screenshot all that, screen record it. And some kid at school going to run his mouth. Or he just want to bully your kid. It don't even got to be retaliation. He just want to bully your son, your daughter. On every locker in the school, all of a sudden, it's literally your booty just busted open, looking back, whatever your little thought picture is. They get on the iCloud, or what is it? Was it the what is it called on the phone? I don't know. Not the iCloud, but the AirDrop in class. Hey man, I'm about to AirDrop y'all something. Y'all know Little Timothy's mom? Little Timothy sitting in the class. What? Everybody get the AirDrop. Bing, 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 bing. Everybody woo. His mama getting fucked. His mama busting it. Whatever. His mama sucking some meat. Whatever. Killing him. Your kid is done. So y'all don't understand that some kids are vicious, and Get Back be vicious. This is gonna be one of the coldest ones, and I promise you it's going to happen. There's gonna be a dude who becomes 18. He gets into OnlyFans. He does it on the low key. He gonna collab with a kid's mama. Because he might have a bigger crowd or whatever, bigger bag enough to help her, and she wants to do it, and she just doing it because, again, it's just for the money. They don't think maybe this, they don't do background checks and all that, just because the money is quick and be so reckless. It's like the same reason why this Gucci third leg dude got away with what he got away with. If anybody knows the background on that, think about how many women just kept messing with him, and just because they liked the clout, they knew that they would get money and it would be good promo, without being like, man, just because he does this and he's a OnlyFans worker too, that he could be dirty, that he needs to get checked. Like, really, at this point, it's like with all the sex work, the real safest one is porn, because at least in a lot of these porn, not a lot, but like major porn things, you gotta be tested. You gotta be a clean nigga. You gotta go through some protocols, because it's a business. It's a real business for them. They ain't playing them games. OnlyFans is literally, it's like people burning CDs off of mixtapes back in the day, if you know what I'm talking about. It's just ghetto. It's Jimmy rigging shit, like you bootlegging on OnlyFans. It's bootleg porn on OnlyFans. So like I said, like that's gonna happen, and and you gonna have your child distraught. Like, some kids already be distraught when a nigga can find out that their mama is a stripper, and then they bring that up, and then they have to go through that, just your mama being a stripper. When people got that physical evidence, cold hard cash to destroy your child is going to be destroyed. They either going with they selves, they gonna grow to either resent you forever, or they gonna go into some type of depression that's gonna be so hard to reverse, or because some of y'all make it so accessible for them to already see, because you're like, I don't want them to think I'm ashamed of my life, and they gonna go down the same path as you, or they gonna end up making the same mistakes as you and all that, because you're doing something destructive. That's your growth comes from destruction. That's a mean one. Some of y'all out here, your growth comes from destruction. And the only growth you're getting out of it has nothing to do with your mental, your physical, or your spirit. It's the growth of money. The growth of money is causing the destruction of everything else. And I'm not judging. I don't think you're sick. I don't think you're horrible. I think, like so many of us, like myself, like so many other people, that's the thing that kills me about like how so many niggas want to dog women about doing OnlyFans, is like, we as men So many of you men, so many men do DL things to get that quick money. And those probably ain't the type of people that's judging y'all. Or actually they do, because they feel they're projecting that insecurity. And I feel like men are projecting that insecurity because they know that they've done things just out of quick that's like hurt them and set them back. It ain't been OnlyFans or sex work, but it's been things they are not proud of, that they are shameful of. And just in general, a lot of men do a lot of things in the darkness that they are shameful of. So because of that, they're projecting that onto OnlyFans women. They're projecting. Everybody in the world at this point is just projecting. And we a bunch of projecting motherfuckers for real. Outside of myself, I don't be projecting no more. I learned how to go within and I clean that up. And those are the people that be attacking y'all. Okay, so that's why you shouldn't worry about them, because they dealing with they problems. Any person attacking you for no reason is dealing with attacks that they put on themselves already. Keep that in your mind. Keep that very tunnel vision. Keep that very tunnel vision. We right here, tunnel vision. People who attack you is because they attack themselves. Okay? And I feel like that's really all I kind of wanted to say. Like I said, I just was laying in my bed. It was just going past my head. I can't sleep. I'm just feeling too hungry. Now I want some chicken wings. Making my chicken wings. Making the video. And that's what we came to. Because I just... Like, the thing is, like, I've made opinions on women on Instagram and Facebook plenty of times and have women attacking me and da-da-da, and they're like, you're a misogynist, you're sexist, da-da-da. And they just don't understand that I come from a place where I just truly know. I truly know. I'm not sitting here saying I figured out women and I got the whole, But when you raised by a single mom and just tons of women in general, and you are a very open and perceptive kid like myself and grew up kind of like with an old soul, I've come to obtain and see what is the wrong thing, especially because I grow up with literally some of the most disrespected women, which is black women. I grow up seeing the disrespect they go through. I grow up seeing because of the disrespect, why they in turn kind of act the way they act out of resentment because they haven't been able to heal. Like, these are things I'm watching in 4K. So I know what is destructive to women. I do. No matter what any woman can say to me, like, literally, if I'm not gonna say if women just did exactly what I said, but if women in a lot of ways took some of my advice, a lot of women would do better. And it's not even about doing better, it's about being happier, being more content, being more satisfied with who they are in general. Because women are emotional, and the biggest emotional thing that they go through is insecurities and lack of contentness within themselves. And that's something I'll always be sympathetic towards, because I love my mama and I saw what she went through, and I just when I see that, when I feeling that, I've always been able to feel that for other women. It's even led to the point. This is going way off task, and I'm gonna wrap it up. But this because of how I feel. I'm using this as a prefacization. I don't even know if that's a word, but to prefacize why I'm saying like the things I do, because that went into even why like a lot of my relationships I've ended up in. I can end up kind of being with women who've been through like a lot of trauma, almost like wanting to fix them, because growing up I always wanted to fix my mama. To this day, I like want to fix my mama. I want to help my mom fix all of the trauma she ever been through, because I feel like I have, and I can see how to do it logically, because like that's a man, that's how I'm wired to be, that's how I'm programmed to be, because I can't be all emotional. I've had to learn to start getting these things right within myself so I don't implode and do irrational things and not stay on my grind and not stay strong to be, good for myself and for my future family and my future of me and my spirit. Women have such a connection to their spirit, but can get so lost in this third dimensional realm, and it's unfortunate, because it's literally the traumas y'all go through. Women go through traumas so vicious, and it's crazy, because the thing is, women go through all these traumas that like a man can go through. We can go through the same traumas, but the only thing that's different is like a man really becoming a beast from it is an acceptable thing, but a woman becoming like a beast from it and becoming dominant from it is not good. Like, you as a woman, I won't say you're supposed to, but like it's almost like you're supposed to not, I don't want to say exposed, but the only way that women can truly grow from their traumas in a way that's acceptable in the sense of going into a relationship or growing into society is learning how to go through those traumas with grace. You know, always literally kind of pretty much being the bigger person and turning the cheek and being like, I'm too beautiful of a woman to go through this. But as a man, it's like, I went through that. I bossed the fuck up, nigga. I hit that gym, nigga. I made these millions. I got a Lambo. Shut up. Now you know, all that trauma made me who I am now. I'm stronger now. Like, it's okay for a man to go through his trauma and like literally become a beast from it, like a gentle beast. Now, a woman, it's like we want women to go through their traumas and learn from it through grace and time and understanding. And so many men aren't giving that to women, and so many women aren't giving that to women. That's why it's so hard right now. I think honestly the biggest thing that happened is somehow, even through all this discourse with men tripping on men tripping on women and all that, is that at the same time, girls think I'm a girl's girl. So many of y'all aren't, and that kind of goes into why it's such a problem too, because so many of y'all are too accepting of what your fellow sisters do. It is okay to tell your sister, like, girl, you don't need to do that. Like, that's really some hoe shit, girl. Like, what you doing right now, like, you messing up your spirit. You calling all these soul ties, or you giving away all the pieces of you to all these people, buying pieces of you and this and woo. Like, girl, that doesn't need to be you. Girl, you don't need giving him your attention and time. Girl, you don't need to let him beat on you because you girls, accountability is something that is not very ingrained in women to do amongst themselves, and that's just kind of like where a lot of things have gone crazy. Because if women aren't beefing with each other, they're not holding each other accountable, and they're boosting each other way past unreal expectations. It's the reason why people will say that, like, whole they'll be like, which I agree with, but the whole like premise of like BBW women thinking they're a lot more attractive than they really are. And it comes from the fact that there's plenty of dudes who come out here and they'll drop this little bag for, and that's the thing. You're getting caught up. This spins all. This is perfect transition. That's gonna spin right back to pretty much the beginning to our end, because you got so many dudes who are telling you like, oh, you're cute, beautiful, I'll do anything for you. They're doing all that right now because they just want that cookie. They're giving you all these likes and attentions and comments and all that because subconsciously niggas will know, like, this big girl, me boosting up her head is going to make her think she's something that she's really not, and I'll never really take her that serious. That's why you'll see so many of these BBW women who do OnlyFans and they'll always be like complaining about how they can't get in a relationship, because in the end that's really what they want. Some girls are even doing the OnlyFans things just because it's the attention. They like feeling wanted, because they wouldn't be if they don't show their body or be hella hypersexual. And then, like I was saying, like, and then that goes with how these women will see, like, they friend is a 5, a 4. I'm not saying because she's a 5 or 4, when you see her Instagram picture, you can't like it and be like, girl, go off. But why is it, girl, you are the baddest bitch ever? Like, come on. Like, dudes, when we comment on it, like, okay, I see you, gang. Oh, spin, ooh. But we're not going to be like, oh, yeah, you the largest nigga. Oh, this the richest nigga. Like, we're not putting things in there that's not real. You get what I'm saying? And that's just, like, kind of the difference that's going on with the woman's mental psyche. I feel like so many things feed into going into your minds that do things to literally keep y'all just in the moment. Ooh, chicken wing, rockin' with my homie. I'm finna show y'all this. I can't show y'all the inside of the air fryer because the inside of the air fryer little daddy. The inside of the air fryer little daddy. I'm not showing that. I ain't got enough. I ain't got enough openness for y'all to see all that now. But I'm gonna grab these shit. Y'all hear that crispiness in the mic though? Hold on. These Trader Joe wings is fire. While they're cooking, you can throw some hot sauce on them that go crazy. You throw some Frank's hot sauce on it that goes so crazy too. I just didn't feel like doing it for the video, but like your screen, how that's what a nigga back in the day would say. So, yeah, man. Yeah, man. Just anybody in general who watched this video, I want this to be the overall message, is that you got a life ahead of you. You do. YOLO is all cool and fine and dandy and it sounds cool, but most of us, we got a fucking life ahead of us. The average person, we all pretty much average in that aspect. We got a life ahead of us. Just try to sometimes sit down and really think when you are going to do something that you can stick with for a long time, especially if it's easily accessible and very easy for you to do. What is everything that's going to come from that, to your legacy, to your spirit, to your mind, your body, and all that? Because, you know, we living in a world where in America, money is just so like kind of needed for everything that people just get caught up with certain things that they don't understand. And that's really it. I really appreciate everybody who's watching this. Make sure you like. You ain't gotta like, but if you watched it all the way through, I appreciate you. This is a longer video because, you know, some of these videos gotta be longer. It requires depth. You know, this ain't TikTok. This ain't fucking Bossman D-Lo songs. You know, we ain't doing these things to just get your attention real quick and be out. It's to hopefully give a new perspective. It ain't to change people's lives or nothing. It's just to bring perspective, man. Perspective is just so important. Like Kevin Gates said, they say when you change your perspective, that's when miracles happen. Oh, goddamn. God bless y'all. Again, have a good morning, a good day, a good evening, a good night. Just whatever it is, just try to make it good, because it's worth being good for you. And I'm out on that note. I appreciate y'all for watching, for real. Actually, I don't want to let y'all. Well, y'all want to see everybody watch anyway, right? For that, I deserve a like and subscribe. I don't care. Y'all see how I figure out. God bless y'all.